I just changed my font so that it looks like the font that most viewers of this video are using. As you can see, the assignment operator is not a left arrow anymore. It is the less than symbol and then a dash with no space in between. I also increased the font size a little bit for a better visibility of the text on screen. So in the last video, we learned how to import a CSV file that contains data into R by using the read underscore CSV function contained within the readr package. And let me try to do it again because I am in a fresh R session. You can see that my environment is empty. So after the last video, I actually shut down R after saving my file, and then I just got back into R to continue the work. So let me try to import the data set. Well, you see that there's an error. Okay, the reason why there's an error is because, remember, even though we've already installed the package, whenever you start a fresh session, the packages that you are using need to be opened. You need to load them every single time you start a new session. So I am going to open all three libraries. I only need to open a readr library because this function is inside it. We have not used functions from all these other packages yet. Let me go ahead and import the data set, and now you can see that Gapminder is in my environment, and I can actually verify it. Gapminder is indeed inside my environment. Now I want to show you a few functions that might be helpful in order to get a glimpse of your data. If you want to find out what the structure of your data is, you might want to use these functions. Remember, the Gapminder dataset has 1,704 observations, so it's actually very hard to see all of the data in the console. But there's a very convenient function called the view function with a capital V. Okay, so you write view, you open the parenthesis, and inside put Gapminder. When you run this function, a new tab is going to show up, and it's going to show you your data in a spreadsheet format. And for some reason, you might want to view your data like this, and you can do it from within with the view function, and you can go all the way to the very bottom of the table. There's another function called the glimpse function. The glimpse function is inside the dplyr package, the second package that we installed, and you can use it to get a quick view of the structure of the data set. So over here, these are the column titles. This data set has only 6 columns, so this is very easy to see, but with data sets with a lot more columns, it might be a good idea to look at the structure and look at the names of the different columns. And this is the type of variable that these columns contain. CHR stands for character, and that means text, country and continent. These are text values. And DBL, okay, means double, and this is just decimal values, basically. And a few other functions that you might be interested in. If you want to know the list of all the column names, you can use the call names function. The dim function stands for dimensions. If you want to know the dimensions of your data set, the first value that shows up here is the number of rows. The second value is the number of columns. So these are, functions that you may want to use in order to try to understand, what kind of data you have, how big your data set is, or if you want to view your data in a spreadsheet format. These are functions that may be useful to you at some point.